students, today I am teaching you Business Economics Module 1 Lesson 4 TYBCom Sem 5 Foreign Direct Investment, short form FDI. Foreign direct investment is an investment made by a firm or individual in one country into business interest located in another country. Types: horizontal foreign investment. Horizontal foreign direct investment refers to the overseas manufacturing of products and services similar to those the company produces and manufactures in its home market. It is called horizontal because the company duplicates its business activities of its home country in different countries. Overseas means abroad. Second, vertical foreign investment. Foreign direct investment by a firm to establish manufacturing facilities in multiple countries, each producing a different input to or stage of the firm's production process. Third, inward investment. Investment in a country made by investors outside that country is called as inward investment. Now, outward investment. An outward direct investment is a business strategy in which a domestic firm expands its operations to a foreign country. Greenfield investment. A greenfield investment refers to a type of foreign direct investment where a company establishes operations in a foreign country. In a greenfield investment, the company constructs new facilities. Green facilities means sales office, manufacturing facilities, etc. Mergers and acquisitions. Mergers and acquisitions, short form M&A, are a general term that describes the consolidation of companies or assets through various types of financial transactions including mergers, acquisitions, consolidations, tender offers, purchase of assets and management acquisitions. Merits or advantages of foreign direct investment. First, increased employment and economic growth. Creation of jobs is the most obvious means clear advantage of FDI. Increased FDI boosts the manufacturing as well as the service sector. This in turn creates jobs and helps to reduce unemployment among the educated youth as well as skilled and unskilled labor in the country. Increased employment translates to increased incomes and this boosts the economy of the country. Second, human resource development. Human capital refers to the knowledge and competence of the workforce. Skills gained and enhanced. Enhanced means promoted through training and experience. Boost means increase the education and human capital quotient of the country. Once developed, human capital is mobile. It can train human resources in other companies, thereby creating a ripple effect. Ripple effect means continuing effect. Third, development of backward areas. FDI, foreign direct investment, enables the transformation of backward areas in a country into industrial centers. Transformation means changing of backward areas into industrial centers. This in turn provides a boost to the social economy of the area. The Hyundai unit at Sri Perumbudur, Tamil Nadu in India is an example of this process. Fourth, provision of finance and technology. The introduction of newer enhanced technologies and processes results in their diffusion into the local economy, promoted efficiency and effectiveness of the industry. Fifth, increase in exports. Not all goods produced through FDI are meant for domestic consumption. Many of these products have global markets. The creation of 100% export-oriented units and economic zones means areas, have further assisted FDI investors in boosting their exports from other countries. Sixth, Exchange rate stability. The constant flow of FDI into a country translates into a continuous flow of foreign exchange. This helps the country's central bank maintain enough reserve of foreign exchange. This in turn ensures stable exchange rates. 7. Stimulation of economic development. This is another very important advantage of FDI. FDI is a source of external capital and higher revenues for a country. When factories are constructed, at least some local labor, materials and equipments are utilized. Once the construction is complete, the factory will employ some local employees. The people who are employed by such factories thus have more money to spend. This creates more jobs. These factories will also create additional tax revenue for the government that can be infused into creating and improving physical and financial infrastructure. 8th, improved capital flow. Inflow of capital is beneficial for countries with limited domestic resources as well as for nations with restricted opportunities to raise funds in global capital markets. 9th, creation of a competitive market. By facilitating the entry of foreign organizations into the domestic marketplace, FDI helps to create a competitive environment as well as break domestic monopolies. A healthy competitive environment pushes firms to continuously enhance their processes and product offerings, thereby fostering innovation. Consumers also gain access to a wider range of competitively priced products. Now, demerits and disadvantages of foreign direct investment. First, hindrance to domestic investment. Hindrance means block to domestic investment, as it focuses its resources elsewhere other than the investor's home country. Foreign direct investment can sometimes hinder domestic investment. Damage, we can say, risk from political changes. Because political issues in other countries can continuously change. Instantly means continuously change. Foreign direct investment is very risky. Plus, most of the risk factors that you are going to experience are extremely high. Third, negative influence on exchange rates. Foreign direct investments can occasionally affect exchange rates to the advantage of one country and disadvantage to another. Fourth, higher cost. If you invest in some foreign countries, it is more expensive than when you export goods. So it is very imperative to prepare, imperative means important, to prepare sufficient money to set up your operations. Fifth, economic non-viability. Considering that foreign direct investments may be capital intensive from the point of view of the investor, it can sometimes be very risky or economically non-viable. Ninth, negative impact on the country's investment. The rules that govern foreign exchange rates and direct investments might negatively have an impact on the investing country. Investment may be banned in some foreign markets, which means that it is impossible to pursue an inviting opportunity. Eighth, modern day economic colonialism. Many third world countries may have to face exploitation from foreign companies due to foreign direct investment. Thank you.